Okay, so what you say, people, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel. So today, guys, we'll be talking about my next Ethereum prediction. We'll be breaking down Ethereum, a little bit of Bitcoin as well, but talking about the different cycles of the market and what I'm expecting next, areas of interest, and how we can look to take advantage of this next opportunity. So without further ado, guys, we'll get straight into the prediction. But if you do enjoy the content of the channel, if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also leave a like on the video. It does really help the channel out. But without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the prediction. Okay, guys, so welcome to the chart. So on my screen I've got Ethereum, and like I said, I'm just going to break down my next move that I've got mapped out for Ethereum. This is the weekly time frame, and I'm just going to share with you my forecast. I'll go into a bit of detail about Bitcoin as well, but my main focus is on Ethereum, and this is the market that I'm really trying to take advantage of. Hopefully in the next coming days or weeks, we'll have to see what type of time period we're talking about here, but I am looking for another swing to the downside for Ethereum. So let me break it down for you guys. So looking at the structure of the market, if I just go overview of the past structure of the market, we've got this major high up there, formed this major low, nice pullback, but again you can see it's a very aggressive pullback there. So it's a sign that the market is running out of steam a little bit. But essentially, nice pullback there. Again, continuation higher, but again, we're seeing more frequent pullbacks, which is not a good sign in the market. You want to be seeing some nice room between the pullbacks, healthy pullbacks, but nice room to show that the market is still trending. When we're seeing pullbacks happen frequently like this, it's a sign that the market is running out of juice. And we formed a high up there and gradually came down, formed another lower high. This was kind of like our last attempt to continue that bullish trend, but we failed miserably and broke to the downside. And again, the key thing I'm looking out for is to see these lows get taken out, and they did with a lot of momentum here. As you can see, looking to the left, this is our really main, structural low that the market took out with a lot of momentum. There's not like a half-hearted break of structure. This is a real move to the downside. Just got a notification there, a real move to the downside, showing that the bullish cycle is presumably over and we're coming into a bearish cycle. And again, for me, we're still kind of in the middle of it, so I'm still expecting this bearish cycle to continue, and I'm expecting another bearish leg to the downside. Even looking at the characteristics of this move here is just showing, that this market is potentially just giving us another pullback for some opportunities to sell this further to the downside. Typically, when we're looking at reversals in the market, it does take its time to reverse. Pricing in forms of higher lows starts to build up, and slowly we do see that reversal happen. Not rarely you see reversal just with one big impulsive move in the market reverses. Sometimes, yes, nothing's 100%, but typically when you do see impulsive moves like this, they're typically just retracements. If you look here, very strong impulsive move to the downside was a retracement for the market to move higher. Again, fairly impulsive move, market moved higher, and you can see here, yes, we did see a nice strong candle there on the weekly, but you can see a lot of wicks to either side. Price was slowly building up there and eventually peaked and did roll over. It took its time there, which is the key thing. You can even see with this move, big strong impulsive move, just formed a lower high for us to crush to the downside. So again, I'm expecting the same thing to happen sooner or later with Ethereum for another move lower. As for areas of interest where I think we could roll over, there's two main areas that I'm focused on for Ethereum, which is 2,000, which we're trading at right now. So potentially could sell it from here. Again, 2,000 big psychological level, and we've got 2,500 over here as well. Broken support, never retested, could go back to revisit that level to sell off again. And we do also have this trend line running through the market. Again, not the strongest trend line in the world, because we only have two tests of the trend line. Initially the first one there and the second one there. So it's not the strongest trend line in the world, but it's a good point of reference to see if we can react with that, hold it, and potentially sell off from that. So my main focus is 2,000 and 2,500 there for the sells, and I'm looking at price heading lower. As for targets, automatically target will be the prior low, because we could bounce from there. That'll be a great target to have. But if we do see some new lows and we see this bearish cycle continue, which I believe most likely will happen, if I switch to the log view, this actually does help out quite a lot with mapping out potential targets actually. If you do see the market continue this bearish cycle, I'm looking at this area of consolidation here, which is where the market pushed out, consolidated briefly, and had a big move to the upside, which also lines up with that resistance there as well. But the key thing I'm looking at is 500, because the key the big key psychological levels for Ethereum, you've got 5,000 at the top there, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, and below that you've got 500, and that consolidation almost lines up with 500. You can see there with my crosshair about 493. So that's why I see the market heading towards if this bearish cycle continues. And if I just zoom out, just so you can see the whole view of Ethereum, you can see that the difference between the bearish cycles and the bullish cycles of Ethereum. You can see here, big strong moves to the upside. This is obviously, let me just change the color of that so you guys can see it better, make it like red or something, and then thicken it out to like 3. Nice. So you can see, oh, we don't want that. So you can see here, just move that the way. Okay, so you can see here, this is clearly our bullish phase, our bullish cycle in the market. This is our bearish cycle as the market retraced to get ready for its next bullish leg. This is our next bullish leg. Then we go through a very large bearish leg here, giving us our bearish cycle, another bullish cycle to the upside, and again another bearish cycle. So if anything goes by what's happened previously, I'm expecting us to be in this bearish cycle for quite a bit before we do see that next bullish phase come through in the market. Now, I'm not predicting anything crazy. I'm just going off previous data of Ethereum, essentially strong bullish phase, and I'm expecting another bullish phase to eventually happen as well. But from price action right now, we are nothing's for definite, but most likely in this bearish cycle, like we've been over here and over here, and most likely we'll see another bearish leg to the downside. So yeah, I'm expecting more downside for Ethereum. Looking at Bitcoin, similar price action as well. The only real reason why I'm favoring Ethereum for the sells, not favoring, but looking to take advantage of Ethereum rather than Bitcoin, is because Bitcoin hasn't retraced as much as I would like it to. Again, in terms of structure, it's very, very similar. You can see already mapped out the highs and lows. You've got a key structural high over there, key structural low, nice high, low, high. Broke through that low there, nice retracement, forming that low high, broke the downside with a lot of momentum, breaking through this very, very key support of 30k and taking out this swing low as well. Really nice break of structure there. So again, exact same price action for Bitcoin, looking for that next low high for us to come down. However, with Bitcoin, we simply haven't retraced that much. Ethereum's seen a nice push to the upside, whereas Bitcoin, very, very corrective and failing to push to the upside as much. In terms of percentage, at least, I'm looking at Bitcoin. These are my main levels to short Bitcoin from, which are 28 there, coming into that round number of 30k, and coming into 36.5 there as well. So that's the areas that I'm focusing on to short Bitcoin from, and I'm not too sure if we'll make it up there. The market might just be far too bearish, and it just continues to flop to the downside. Looking at the daily time frame, you can see prices very, very corrective. So again, with this one, we could just break through the trend line and head further. Ideally, I'm looking for the push there as long as we stay above the trend line and then the sells. But again, we might not do that. So I'm just going to be focusing on Ethereum. And again, Ethereum and Bitcoin, the moves are going to be very, very similar. So there's no real need to trade both really, and Ethereum looks good enough for me. So expecting us to continue this bearish cycle, this bearish phase, even going onto the log view for Bitcoin. You can see, looking at the cycles of the market, we've got bearish cycle there, bullish cycle, bearish cycle there, another big move now back into the bearish cycle. So I'm again expecting similar price action to what we've seen in the past through these bearish cycles into this bearish cycle we're in right now. So again, retracement, and I do see the market heading down further for this one. So yeah, Bitcoin, more downside targets for this one. Again, I speak about Bitcoin frequently on my streams and on my weekly analysis, so feel free to go check that out if you want to. Check my channel out if you want to for more of those videos. But Bitcoin, I'm looking at 12k back to this level, and Ethereum, I'm looking at 500 there as well. But first target will obviously be these lows here around 1000, big psychological level for Ethereum. So yeah, that pretty much does it, guys. That's what I'm looking for in terms of entries and trading it. If I go to the Forex time frame, which is probably the time frame that I'll focus on the most for entries and just trade management and all that sort of stuff, I'm going to be looking for signs of reversal here. So far, structure is quite bullish still, as you can see. So I'm waiting for some bearish structure to form some lower highs and lower lows, and only then is when I'm going to actually, you know, click the trigger and actually get involved with Ethereum. You can see here for our last bearish swing to the downside here on the 4H, had some nice bullish price action, and eventually we broke through structure, formed some nice swings there to the downside, some lower highs, and only when we got that is when, you know, I'll look to enter the trades to take advantage of that. So basically I'm looking for similar price action here to develop over here on Ethereum right now. So, you know, something like that, next low high, break structure, and then we'll get the sells into the downside. So that's the plan for Ethereum. We'll see how we get on. Again, this is more longer term. I was using predominantly the weekly time frame to map it out. This is the daily time frame, so it's going to take its time to play out. So it's more of a long-term prediction for this one. But yeah, Ethereum got shorts going back down to 1,000, back down to this key level, and if you can snap through that, I'm looking at 500. So let me know what you guys think. What do you have for Ethereum? You're looking to buy, sell? What's your next plan you have for Ethereum? Let me know. I'm interested to find out. Leave a comment down below. If you have enjoyed the video as well, want to see a different type of video on my channel, let me know in the description. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. I really do appreciate that. Join the community, join the fam. Everyone is welcome on this channel. But yeah, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.